Midnight Mania. Khabib weighs in on controversial UFC cuts. Welcome to Midnight Mania. Start the night off by taking a look back over the three biggest stories of Tuesday, Dec. 4, 2025. Israel Adesanya not interested in jump to boxing. My career is going to end in the UFC. Israel Adesanya right quote S striking style wouldn't likely cross well into the boxing ring, even if he'd still do better than most MMA fighters. Conor McGregor drops first UFC White House promo ahead of the return on June 14 video. At this point, you're better off betting on if McGregor returns rather than when. Face Off. Arman Tsarukyan vs. Khabib Nurmagomedov stare-down video ahead of hype fighting grappling match. I can't believe after all this hype we only got a 6-minute grappling match. Highlights here. That's less than a random purple belt matchup. Insomnia. 2 Khabib right quote S point. There are a lot of great Russian fighters who will never compete in the UFC. A great prompt. Some examples that come to mind include Nick Diaz vs. Carlos Condit, Rampage Jackson vs. Rashid Evans, and Francis Ngannou vs. Derek Lewis, but I'd love to hear others. Ilia Topuria right quote S son takes out Merab and celebrates in classic El Matador fashion. UFC bantamweight Cody Gibson is starting his own gym. Chase Moore, hands down the worst influencer boxer I've ever seen and somehow undefeated Misfits heavyweight champion, is calling out Sean Strickland. Easy money if UFC were to allow it. Slips, rips, and KO clips. Counter left hand to flying stomp might be my favorite sequence ever. This is an egregious example of waiting way too long to fight hands address the choke. Random land. Current favorite sports tradition. Midnight music, New Wave 1979. Sleep well maniacs, more martial arts madness is always on the way.